Ars. 97 languages. Ars. God of war and courage. Member of the 12 Olympians. Cast of a Roman statue from Hadrian's villa, copied from a Greek original. Traditionally identified as Ars or Hermes. Abode Mount Olympus, temples in mainland Greece, Crete and Asia Minor. Planet Mars. Symbols: sword, spear, shield, helmet. Day Tuesday, Mores. Genealogy. Parents: Zeus and Hera. Siblings: Hephaestus, Eileithyia, Heb and several paternal half-siblings. Consort liaisons with Aphrodite and others. Children: the Erots, Eros and Anteros, Phobos, Deimos, Phlegias, Harmonia, Enyalius, Thrax, Enomos, Cygnus, and the Amazons. Equivalents. Roman Mars. This article is about the ancient Greek god. For other uses, see Ars, disambiguation. Not to be confused with Ares, disambiguation. Ars, /RZ/, ancient Greek, a with acute rs, is the Greek god of war and courage. He is one of the 12 Olympians, and the son of Zeus and Hera. The Greeks were ambivalent towards him. He embodies the physical. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. Valor necessary for success in war but can also personify sheer brutality and bloodlust, in contrast to his sister Athena, whose martial functions include military strategy and generalship. An association with Ars endows places, objects, and other deities with a savage, dangerous, or militarized quality. Although Ars' name shows his origins as Mycenaean, his reputation for savagery was thought by some to reflect his likely origins as a Thracian deity. Some cities in Greece and several in Asia Minor held annual festivals to bind and detain him as their protector. In parts of Asia Minor, he was an oracular deity. Still further away from Greece, the Scythians were said to ritually kill 1 in 100 prisoners of war as an offering to their equivalent of Ars. The later belief that ancient Spartans had offered human sacrifice to Ars may owe more to mythical prehistory, misunderstandings, and reputation than to reality. Though there are many literary allusions to Ars' love affairs and children, he has a limited role in Greek mythology. When he does appear, he is often humiliated. In the Trojan War, Aphrodite, protector of Troy, persuades Ars to take the Trojans' side. The Trojans lose, while Ars' sister Athena helps the Greeks to victory. Most famously, when the craftsman god Hephaestus discovers his wife Aphrodite is having an affair with Ars, he traps the lovers in a net and exposes them to the ridicule of the other gods. Ars' nearest counterpart in Roman religion is Mars, who was given a more important and dignified place in ancient Roman religion as ancestral protector of the Roman people and state. During the Hellenization of Latin literature, the myths of Ars were reinterpreted by Roman writers under the name of Mars, and in later Western art and literature, the mythology of the two figures became virtually indistinguishable. Names. The etymology of the name Ars is traditionally connected with the Greek word ar, the Ionic form of the Doric ara, bane, ruin, curse, imprecation. 1. Walter Burkert notes that Ars is apparently an ancient abstract noun meaning throng of battle, war. 2. R.S.P. Beeks has suggested a pre-Greek origin of the name. 3. The earliest attested form of the name is the Mycenaean Greek, Ari, written in the Linear B syllabic script. 4, 5, 6. The adjectival epithet, arios, warlike, was frequently appended to the names of other gods when they took on a warrior aspect or became involved in warfare. Zeus Aios, Athena Aiat, even Aphrodite Aiat, Aphrodite. Within Ars or feminine Ars, who was warlike, fully armored and armed, partnered with Athena in Sparta, and represented at Kythera's temple to Aphrodite Urania. 7. In the Iliad, the word Ars is used as a common noun, synonymous with battle. 2. In the classical period, Ars is given the epithet Enyalios, which seems to appear on the Mycenaean KNV 52. Tablet as, Enu Warijo. 8. 9. Enyalios was sometimes identified with Ars and sometimes differentiated from him as another war god with separate cult, even in the same town. Burkert describes them as doubles. Almost. 10. 11. Cult. In mainland Greece and the Peloponnese, only a few places are known to have had a formal temple and cult of Ars. 12. N1. Pausanias, 2nd century AD, notes an altar to Ars at Olympia. 13. And the moving of a temple of Ars to the Athenian Agora during the reign of Augustus, essentially rededicating it, 2 AD, as a Roman temple to the. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. Ars, 2 ND 3 Rd century AD, after a Greek bronze original by Alcmaeons dated 420 BC. Citation needed, excavated in 1925. In Rome's Lago di Torre, Argentina. Augustan Mars altar. 12. The Areopagus, Mount of Ars, a natural rock outcrop in Athens, some distance from the Acropolis, was supposedly where Ars was tried and acquitted by the gods for his revenge killing of Poseidon's son, Halorothius, who had raped Ars' daughter Alsip. Its name was used for the court that met there, mostly to investigate and try potential cases of treason. 14. Numismatist M. Jessup Price states that Ars typified the traditional Spartan character, but had no important cult in Sparta. 15, and he never occurs on Spartan coins. 16. Pausanias gives two examples of his cult, both of them conjointly with or within a warlike Aphrodite, on the Spartan Acropolis. 17. Gonzalez observes, in his 2005 survey of Ars cults in Asia Minor, that cults to Ars on the Greek mainland may have been more common than some sources assert. 18. Wars between Greek states were endemic. War and warriors provided Ars's tribute, and fed his insatiable appetite for battle. 19. Ars attributes are instruments of war, a helmet, shield, and sword or spear. 20. Libanius makes the apple sacred to Ars, but offers no further comment, nor connections to any etiological myth. Apples are one of Aphrodite's sacred or symbolic fruits. Littlewood follows Artemidoros' claim that to dream of sour apples presages conflict, and lists Ars alongside Ares and the mythological apples of discord. 21. Chained statues. Gods were immortal but could be bound and restrained, both in mythic narrative and in cult practice. There was an archaic Spartan statue of Ars in chains in the temple of Enyalios, sometimes regarded as the son of Ars, sometimes as Ars himself, which Pausanias claimed meant that the spirit of war and victory was to be kept in the city. N2. The Spartans are known to have ritually bound the images of other deities, including Aphrodite and Artemis, cf. Ars and Aphrodite bound by Hephaestus, and in other places there were chained statues of Artemis. and Dionysos. 23, 24. Statues of Ars in chains are described in the instructions given by an oracle of the late Hellenistic era to various cities of Pamphylia, in Anatolia, including Sidra, Lycia and Cilicia, places almost perpetually under threat from pirates. Each was told to set up a statue of bloody, manslaying Ars and provide it with an annual festival in which it was ritually bound with iron fetters, by Dike and Hermes, as if a supplicant for justice, put on trial and offered sacrifice. The oracle promises that thus will he become a peaceful deity for you, once he has driven the enemy horde far from your country, and he will give rise to prosperity much prayed for. This Ars Carpadotes, giver of fruits, is well attested in Lycia and Pisidia. 25. Sacrifices. Like most Greek deities, Ars was given animal sacrifice. In Sparta, after battle, he was given an ox for a victory by stratagem, or a rooster for victory through onslaught. 26. N3. The usual recipient of sacrifice before battle was Athena. Reports of historic human sacrifice to Ars in an obscure rite known as the Hecatomphonia represent a very long-standing error, repeated through several centuries and well into the modern era. N4. The Hecatomphonia was an animal sacrifice to Zeus. It could be offered by any warrior who had personally slain 100 of the enemy. N5. 27, 28. Pausanias reports that in Sparta, each company of youths sacrificed a puppy to Enyalios before. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. Ars, right, with Demeter, Dionysius and Hermes on the frieze of the Parthenon, ca. 447433 BC, British Museum. Engaging in a hand-to-hand fight without rules at the Phaeum. N6, 30. The chthonic nighttime sacrifice of a dog to Enyalios became assimilated to the cult of Ars. 31. Porphyry claims, without detail, that Apollodorus of Athens, circa 2nd century BC, says the Spartans made human sacrifices to Ars, but this may be a reference to mythic prehistory. 32. Thrace and Scythia. A Thracian god identified by Herodotus, c. 484–c. 425 BC, as Ars, through Interpretatio Graeca, was one of 3 otherwise unnamed deities that Thracian commoners were said to worship. Herodotus recognizes and names the other 2 as Dionysius and Artemis, and claims that the Thracian aristocracy exclusively worshipped Hermes. 33, 34. In Herodotus' histories, the Scythians worship an indigenous form of Greek Ars, who is otherwise unnamed, but ranked beneath Tabiti, whom Herodotus claims as a form of Hestia, Api and Papias in Scythia's divine hierarchy. His cult object was an iron sword. The Scythian Ars was offered blood sacrifices, or ritual killings, of cattle, horses and 1 in every 100 human war captives, whose blood was used to douse the sword. Statues, and complex platform altars made of heaped brushwood were devoted to him. This sword cult, or one very similar, is said to have persisted among the Alans. 35. Some have posited that the sword of Mars in later European history alludes to the Huns having adopted Ars. 36. Asia Minor. In some parts of Asia Minor, Ars was a prominent oracular deity, something not found in any Hellenic cult to Ars or Roman cult to Mars. Ars was linked in some regions or polities with a local god or cultic hero, and recognized as a higher, more prestigious deity than in mainland Greece. His cults in southern Asia Minor are attested from the 5th century BC and well into the later Roman imperial era, at 29 different sites, and on over 70 local coin issues. 37. He is sometimes represented on coinage of the region by the helmet of Ars or carrying a spear and a shield, or as a fully armed warrior, sometimes accompanied by a female deity. In what is now Western Turkey, the Hellenistic city of Metropolis built a monumental temple to Ars as the city's protector, not before the 3rd century BC. It is now lost, but the names of some of its priests and priestesses survive, along with the temple's likely depictions on coins of the province. 38. Crete. A sanctuary of Aphrodite was established at Stalenika, on Crete, between the cities of Lato and Alus, possibly during the geometric period. It was rebuilt in the late 2nd century BC as a double sanctuary to Ars and Aphrodite. 39. Inscriptions record disputes over the ownership of the sanctuary. The names of Ars and Aphrodite appear as witness to sworn oaths, and there is a victory thanks offering to Aphrodite, whom Millington believes had capacity as a warrior protector acting in the realm of Ars. There were cultic links between the Stalenika sanctuary, Knossos and other Cretan states, and perhaps with Argos on the mainland. 40. While the Greek literary and artistic record from both the Archaic and Classical eras connects Ars and Aphrodite as complementary companions and ideal though adulterous lovers, their cult pairing and Aphrodite as warrior protector is localized to Crete. 41, 42. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. The Ars Borghese Axum. In Africa, Ma'em, the principal god of the kings of Axum prior to the 4th century AD, was invoked as Ars in Greek inscriptions. The anonymous king who commissioned the Monumentum Adulatinum in the late 2nd or early 3rd century refers to my greatest god, Ars, who also begat me, through whom I brought under my sway various peoples. The monumental throne celebrating the king's conquests was itself dedicated to Ars. 43. In the early 4th century, the last pagan king of Axum, Izona, referred to the one who brought me forth, the invincible Ars. 44. Characterization. Ars was one of the 12 Olympians in the archaic tradition represented by the Iliad and Odyssey. In Greek literature, Ars often represents the physical or violent and untamed aspect of war and is the personification of sheer brutality and bloodlust, overwhelming, insatiable in battle, destructive, and manslaughtering, as Burkert puts it, in contrast to his sister, the armored Athena, whose functions as a goddess of intelligence include military strategy and generalship. 45. An association with Ars endows places and objects with a savage, dangerous, or militarized quality. 46. But when Ars does appear in myths, he typically faces humiliation. 47. In the Iliad, Zeus expresses a recurring Greek revulsion toward the god when Ars returns wounded and complaining from the battlefield at Troy. Then looking at him darkly, Zeus, who gathers the clouds, spoke to him. Do not sit beside me and whine, you double-faced liar. To me you are the most hateful of all gods who hold Olympus. Forever quarreling is dear to your heart, wars and battles. And yet I will not long endure to see you in pain, since you are my child, and it was to me that your mother bore you. But were you born of some other god and proved so ruinous? Long since you would have been dropped beneath the gods of the bright sky. 48. This ambivalence is expressed also in the Greeks' association of ours with the Thracians, whom they regarded as a barbarous and warlike people. 49. Thrace was considered to be Ars's birthplace and his refuge after the affair with Aphrodite was exposed to the general mockery of the other gods. N7. A late 6th century BC funerary inscription from Attica emphasizes the consequences of coming under Ars's sway. Stay and mourn at the tomb of dead Croesus, whom raging Ars destroyed one day, fighting in the foremost ranks. 50. Mythology. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. The Ludovisi Ars, Roman version of a Greek original c. 320 BC, with 17th century restorations. By Bernini. Birth. He is one of the 12 Olympians, and the son of Zeus and Hera. 51. Argonautica. In the Argonautica, the golden fleece hangs in a grove sacred to Ars, until its theft by Jason. The birds of Ars, Ornithis drop feather darts in defense of the Amazons' shrine to Ars, as father of their queen, on a coastal island in the Black Sea. 52. Founding of the bees. Ars plays a central role in the founding myth of the bees, as the progenitor of the water dragon slain by Cadmus. The dragon's teeth were sewn into the ground as if a crop and sprang up as the fully armored autochthonic Sparta. Cadmus placed himself in the god's service for 8 years to atone for killing the dragon. 20. To further propitiate Ars, Cadmus married Harmonia, a daughter of Ars's union with Aphrodite. In this way, Cadmus harmonized all strife and founded the city of the bees. 2. In reality, Thebes came to dominate Butia's great and fertile plain, which in both history and myth was a battleground for competing polities. 53. According to Plutarch, the plain was anciently described as the dancing floor of Ars. 54. Aphrodite. In Homer's Odyssey, in the tale sung by the bard in the hall of Alcinous, 55, the sun god Helios once spied Ars and Aphrodite having sex secretly in the hall of Hephaestus, her husband. 56. Helios reported the incident to Hephaestus. Contriving to catch the illicit couple in the act, Hephaestus fashioned a fine lineted and nearly invisible net with which to snare them. At the appropriate time, this net was sprung, and trapped Ars and Aphrodite locked in very private embrace. N8. But Hephaestus was not satisfied with his revenge, so he invited the Olympian gods and goddesses to view the unfortunate pair. For the Psyche of modesty, the goddesses demurred, but the male gods went to witness the sight. Some commented on the beauty of Aphrodite, others remarked that they would eagerly trade places with Ars. But all who were present mocked the two. Once the couple was released, the embarrassed Ars returned to his homeland, Thrace, and Aphrodite went to Paphos. N8, 47. In a much later interpolated detail, Ars put the young soldier Electrian, who was Ars' companion in drinking and even love-making, by his door to warn them of Helios's arrival, as Helios would tell Hephaestus of Aphrodite's infidelity if the two were discovered, but Electrian fell asleep on guard duty. 57. Helios discovered the two and alerted Hephaestus. The furious Ars turned the sleepy Electrian into a rooster which now always announces the arrival of the sun in the morning, as a way of apologizing to Ars 58. The chorus of Aeschylus' suppliants, written 463 BC, refers to Ars as Aphrodite's mortal-destroying bedfellow. In the Iliad, Ars helps the Trojans because of his affection for their divine protector, Aphrodite. She thus redirects his innate destructive savagery to her own purposes. 41, 42. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. Giants. In one archaic myth, related only in the Iliad by the goddess Dione to her daughter Aphrodite, two chthonic giants, the Alodae, named Otus and Ephialtes, bound Ars in chains and imprisoned him in a bronze urn, where he remained for 13 months, a lunar year. And that would have been the end of Ars and his appetite for war, if the beautiful Erebia, the young giant's stepmother, had not told Hermes what they had done. She related. 59. In this, Burkert suspects a festival of license which is unleashed in the 13th month. 60, 61. Ars was held screaming and howling in the urn until Hermes rescued him, and Artemis tricked the Alodae into slaying each other. In Nonnus's Dionysiaca, in the war between Cronus and Zeus, Ars killed an unnamed giant son of Echidna, who was allied with Cronus, and described as spitting horrible poison and having snaky feet. 62. In the 2nd century AD Metamorphoses of Antoninus Liberalis, when the monstrous Typhon attacked Olympus, the gods transformed into animals and fled to Egypt. Ars changed into a fish, the Lepidotus, sacred to the Egyptian war god Anhur. Liberalis's Koine Greek text is a completely inartistic epitome of Nicander's now lost Heteroumena, 2nd century BC. 63, 64. Iliad. In Homer's Iliad, Ars has no fixed allegiance. He promises Athena and Hera that he will fight for the Achaeans. But Aphrodite persuades him to side with the Trojans. During the war, Diomedes fights Hector and sees Ars fighting on the Trojans' side. Diomedes calls for his soldiers to withdraw. 65. Zeus grants Athena permission to drive Ars from the battlefield. Encouraged by Hera and Athena, Diomedes thrusts with his spear at Ars. Athena drives the spear home, and all sides tremble at Ars's cries. Ars flees to Mount Olympus, forcing the Trojans to fall back. 66. Ars overhears that his son Ascalaphus has been killed and wants to change sides again, rejoining the Achaeans for vengeance, disregarding Zeus's order that no Olympian should join the battle. Athena stops him. Later, when Zeus allows the gods to fight in the war again, Ars attacks Athena to avenge his previous injury. Athena overpowers him by striking him with a boulder. 67. Attendants. Deimos, terror or dread, and Phobos, fear, are Ars' companions in war. 68, and according to Hesiod, are also his children by Aphrodite. 69. Ares, the goddess of discord, or Enio, the goddess of war, bloodshed, and violence, was considered the sister and companion of the violent Ars. 70. In at least one tradition, Enyalius, rather than another name for Ars, was his son by Enio. 71. Ars may also be accompanied by Kaiduimos, the demon of the din of battle, the Makai, battles, the Hismini, acts of manslaughter, Polemos, a minor spirit of war, or only an epithet of Ars, since it has no specific dominion, and Polemos's daughter, Alala, the goddess or personification of the Greek war cry, whose name Ars uses as his own war cry. Ars's sister Heb, youth, also draws baths for him. According to Pausanias, local inhabitants of Therapon, Sparta, recognized thorough, feral, savage as anersive. Ars. 72. Offspring and affairs. This section relies excessively on references to primary sources. Please improve this section by adding secondary or tertiary sources. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. The Areopagus as viewed from the Acropolis. Find sources: Ars Offspring Mythology News Times Newspapers Times Books Times Scholar Times Chster, April 2022. Learn how and when to remove this message. Though Ars plays a relatively limited role in Greek mythology as represented in literary narratives, his numerous love affairs and abundant offspring are often alluded to. 73. The union of Ars and Aphrodite created the gods Eros, Anteros, Phobos, Deimos, and Harmonia. Other versions include Alsop as one of his daughters. Cycnus, of Macedonia, was a son of Ars who tried to build a temple to his father with the skulls and bones of guests and travelers. Heracles fought him and, in one account, killed him. In another account, Ars fought his son's killer, but Zeus parted the combatants with a thunderbolt. 74. Ars had a romantic liaison with Eos, the goddess of the dawn. Aphrodite discovered them, and in anger she cursed Eos with insatiable lust for men. 75. By a woman named Tyrene he had a daughter named Thrasa, who in turn had a daughter named Polyphonte. Polyphonte was cursed by Aphrodite to love and mate with a bear, producing two sons, Agrius and Oius, who were hubristic toward the gods and had a habit of eating their guests. Zeus sent Hermes to punish them, and he chose to chop off their hands and feet. Since Polyphonte was descended from him, Ars stopped Hermes, and the two brothers came into an agreement to turn Polyphonte's family into birds instead. Oius became an eagle, owl, Agrius a vulture, and Polyphonte a strix, possibly a small owl, certainly a portent of war. Polyphonte's servant prayed not to become a bird of evil omen, and Ars and Hermes fulfilled her wish by choosing the woodpecker for her, a good omen for hunters. 76, 77. List of offspring and their mothers. This section needs additional citations for verification. Please help improve this article by adding citations to reliable sources in this section. Unsourced material may be challenged and removed. September 2021. Learn how and when to remove this message. This section relies excessively on references to primary sources. Please improve this section by adding secondary or tertiary sources. Find sources: Ars Mythology Consorts News Times Newspapers Times Books Times Scholar Times Chster, September 2021. Learn how and when to remove this message. Sometimes poets and dramatists recounted ancient traditions, which varied, and sometimes they invented new details. Later scholiasts might draw on either or simply guess. 78, 79. Thus, while Phobos and Deimos were regularly described as offspring of Ars, others listed here, such as Meleager, Sinope and Solymus, were sometimes said to be children of Ars and sometimes given other fathers. The following is a list of Ars offspring, by various mothers. Beside each offspring, the earliest source to record the parentage is given, along with the century to which the source dates. Show offspring mother source date. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. Wall painting in Pompeii, c. 20 BC 50s AD, showing Mars and Venus. The Roman god of war is depicted as youthful and beardless, reflecting the influence of the Greek Ars. Hide. Mars. The nearest counterpart of Ars among the Roman gods is Mars, a son of Jupiter and Juno, preeminent among the Roman army's military gods but originally an agricultural deity. 134. As a father of Romulus, Rome's legendary founder, Mars was given an important and dignified place in ancient Roman religion, as a guardian deity of the entire Roman state and its people. Under the influence of Greek culture, Mars was identified with Ars, 135, but the character and dignity of the two deities differed fundamentally. 136, 137, Mars was represented as a means to secure peace, and he was a father, pater, of the Roman people. 138, in one tradition, he fathered Romulus and Remus through his rape of Rhea Silvia. In another, his lover, the goddess Venus, gave birth to Aeneas, the Trojan prince and refugee who founded Rome several generations before Romulus. In the Hellenization of Latin literature, the myths of Ars were reinterpreted by Roman writers under the name of Mars. Greek writers under Roman rule also recorded cult practices and beliefs pertaining to Mars under the name of Ars. Thus in the classical tradition of later Western art and literature, the mythology of the two figures later became virtually indistinguishable. 139. Renaissance and later depictions. In Renaissance and neoclassical works of art, Ars's symbols are a spear and helmet, his animal is a dog, and his bird is the vulture. In literary works of these eras, Ars is replaced by the Roman Mars, a romantic emblem of manly valor rather than the cruel and bloodthirsty god of Greek mythology. In popular culture. Main article, Ars in popular culture. Genealogy. Ars's family tree, 140. Uranus Gaia. Uranus genitals Cronus Rhea. Zeus Hera Poseidon Hades Demeter Hestia. A. 141. B. 142. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. Ars Hephaestus. Metis. Athena, 143. Leto. Apollo Artemis. Maia. Hermes. Semele. Dionysius. Dion. A. 144. B. 145. Aphrodite. See also. Family tree of the Greek gods. Footnotes. 1. Burkert lists temples at or near Troezen, Geronthri and Halicarnassus. The Oxford Classical Dictionary adds Argos, Megalopolis, Therapon and Tesia in the Peloponnese, Athens and Erythrae, and Cretan cites Knossos, Lato, Byanos, and perhaps Alus. 10. 2. Opposite this temple, the Temple of Hipposthons, is an old image of Enyalius in fetters. The idea the Lacedaemonians express by this image is the same as the Athenians express by their wingless victory. The former think that Enyalius will never run away from them, being bound in the fetters, while the Athenians think that victory, having no wings, will always remain where she is. 22. 3. Hughes is citing Plutarch, Instituta Laconica, trans. Babbitt, Loeb, 1931, 25, 238f. Whenever they overcome their enemies by outgeneraling them, they sacrifice a bull to us, but when the victory is gained in open conflict, they offer a cock, thus trying to make their leaders habitually not merely fighters but tacticians as well. In the Life of Agesilaus. 33.4, Plutarch claims that the Spartans thought victory was such ordinary work for them, they only sacrificed a rooster. In recognition. 4. Among others, it has been repeated by ancient sources including Apollonius of Athens, Pausanias, Porphyry, Plutarch, Clement of Alexandria, and by many modern historians. C. Hughes, Human Sacrifice, 1991, pp. 119-122 and Notes 145, 146. 5. In the Protrepticus, Clement of Alexandria writes, indeed, Aristomenes the Messenian sacrificed 300 men to Zeus of Itham, including Theopompus the Lacedaemonian, Spartan, king, a noble victim. The rite was supposedly performed 3 times by Aristomenes. Plutarch did not find it credible that one man could have slaughtered 300. The Spartans claimed that Theopompus had only been wounded. 6. Here each company of youths sacrifices a puppy to Enyalius, holding that the most valiant of tame animals is an acceptable victim to the most valiant of the gods. I know of no other Greeks who are accustomed to sacrifice puppies. Except the people of Colophon, these two sacrifice a puppy, a black bitch, to the wayside goddess, Hecate. 29. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. 7. Homer Odyssey 8. 361, 4 Mars and Thrace, see Ovid, Ars Amatoria, Book 2. Part 11.585, which tells the same tale. Their captive bodies are, with difficulty, freed. At your plea, Neptune, Venus runs to Paphos, Mars heads for Thrace. 4 Mars and Thrace, see also Statius, Thebaid 7. 42. 8 AB Odyssey, 8.295. In Robert Fagels's translation, and the two lovers, free of the bonds that overwhelmed them so, sprang up and away at once, and the war god sped Thrace, while love with her telltale laughter sped to Paphos. Notes. 1. Georg Ortenriath, A Homeric Dictionary. Little, Henry George, Scott, Robert, A Greek-English Lexicon at the Perseus Project. 2. ABC Burkert, p. 169. 3. RSP Beeks, Etymological Dictionary of Greek, Brill, 2009, pp. 129-130. 4. Gulizio, Joanne. Airy in the Linear B Tablets and the Continuity of the Cult of Ars in the Historical Period, PDF. Journal of Prehistoric Religion. 15, 32-38. Archived, PDF, from the original on 9 October 2022. 5. Rimour, K.A. 2012. Airy. Minoan Linear and Mycenaean Linear B Mediterranean. Archived from the original on 18 March 2016. Retrieved 8 March 2014. 6. The Linear B Word Airy. Paleolexicon, word study tool of ancient languages. 7. Budin, Stephanie L. 2010. Aphrodite Inoplian, in Smith, Amy C. Pickup, Sadie, eds. Brill's Companion to Aphrodite. Brill's Companions in Classical Studies. Boston, Ma, Brill Publishers. pp. 79116. ISBN 9789047444503. 8 Chadwick, John, 1976. The Mycenaean World. Cambridge, UK, Cambridge University Press. p. 88. ISBN 0-521-29037-6. At Google Books. 9 Rimour, K. E. Nuwarijo. Minoan Linear and Mycenaean Linear B. Mediterranean. Archived from the original on 23 June, 2021. Retrieved 19 March, 2014. KN 52V plus 52 bis plus 8285, unknown. GMOS, database of Mycenaean at Oslo. University of Oslo. Archived from the original on 19 March, 2014. 10 AB Graf, Fritz, 1996. Ars. In Hornblower and Sporforth, ed. The Oxford Classical Dictionary, 3rd ed. Oxford. Oxford University Press. p. 152. ISBN 01986617-2x. 11 Burkhardt, p. 44. 12 AB Burkhardt, p. 170. 13 Pausanias, 5.15.6. 14 Birons, E.M., Myths and Legends of Ancient Greece and Rome, page 113. Project Gutenberg, 2007. 15 Compare. Pausanias, 3.19.7. 16 Price, M. Jessup. Greek Imperial Coins, some recent acquisitions by the British Museum. The Numismatic Chronicle, Volume 11, 1971, p. 131. JSTOR 426645547. Accessed 4 August, 2021. 17 Budin, 2010. Aphrodite Inoplian, pp. 86-116. 18 Gonzalez, Matthew, The Oracle and Cult of Ars in Asia Minor, Greek, Roman, and Byzantine Studies, 45, 2005, p. 282. Ars was not so neglected by the cities of mainland Greece as many would have us believe. 19 Millington, Alexander T., War and the Warrior, Functions of Ars in Literature and Cult, University College, London. 2013, pp. 41-44, 230 ff. 1. 20 AB Roman, L., and Roman, M. 2010. Encyclopedia of Greek and Roman Mythology. p. 80, at Google Books. 21 Libanius, Progymnasmata, Model Exercises in Greek Prose Composition and Rhetoric, translated and with an Introduction and Notes by Craig Gibson, 2008, 2, p. 263, particularly Note 270, and Littlewood, R. The Symbolism of the Apple in Greek and Roman Literature. Harvard Studies in Classical Philology 72, 1968 pp 161. 162 https://do.org/10.2307/3110778. 22 Pausanias, 3.15.7. 23 Gonzalez, 2005, p. 282. 24 Burkert, p. 92. 25 Gonzalez, 2005, p. 282. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. 26 Hughes, Dennis D., Human Sacrifice in Ancient Greece, Routledge, 1991, Taylor and Francis E. Library, 2003, p. 128. ISBN 0-203-03283-7. 27 Hughes, Human Sacrifice, 1991, pp.119-122 and notes 145, 146 for a clear account of the error, and how and why it might have been perpetuated. 28 Farron, Christopher. Binding and Burying the Forces of Evil, the Defensive Use of Voodoo Dolls in Ancient Greece. Classical Antiquity, Volume 10, No. 2, 1991, pp. 165-220. JSTOR 2501049. Accessed 18 August 2021. 29 Pausanias, 3.14.10. 30 Graph, F. Women, War, and Warlike Divinities. Zeitschrift für Papyrologie und Epigraphik, Volume 55, 1984, p. 252. JSTOR 2018439. Accessed 13 August 2021. 31 Rs. academic.ib.com/levels/article/9344. Britannica Academic, Encyclopaedia Britannica. 2007-10. 10 retrieved 16 January 2017. 32 Hughes, Dennis D., Human Sacrifice in Ancient Greece, Routledge, 1991, Taylor and Francis E. Library, 2003, p. 128. ISBN 0-203-03283-7. Hughes is citing Apollodorus of Athens, Die Fragment der Griechischen Historik, 244 f. 125. English translation of Porphyry is in Porphyry. On Abstinence from Killing Animals. p. 2.55. 33 Herodotus, The Histories, Book 5, Chapter 7, Section 1. www.perseus.tufts.edu. Retrieved 23 July 2021. 34 Upperman, Manfred, Dimitrova, Nora M., Religion, Thracian, Oxford Classical Dictionary, https://do.org/10.1093/ACR. E4/9780199381135.013.5553 Rs. Suggests the existence of a war god. Dionysius probably stood for a deity of orgiastic character linked with fertility and vegetation, while Artemis was an embodiment of the major female deity, frequently interpreted as the great goddess. 35 Sulimersky, T. 1985. The SCYTHS in, Fisher, W.B. ed., The Cambridge History of Iran, Volume 2, The Median and Achaemenian Periods. Cambridge, Cambridge University Press. ISBN 0-521-20091-1. pp. 158159. Sulimersky is citing Herodotus, Book 4, 71-73, for the account of sacrifice to Oz. 36 Geary, Patrick J. 1994. Chapter 3. Germanic Tradition and Royal Ideology in the 9th Century, the Visio Caeruli. Magni. Living with the Dead in the Middle Ages. Cornell University Press. p. 63. ISBN 978-0-8014-8098-0. 37 Gonzalez, 2005, pp.263, 271, 280-283. 38 Millington, 80. 2013, Erie at the Interface, The Origins of Ars in a Mutan, I. Rutherford, and I. Yakubovic, eds. Lewin Identities, Culture, Language and Religion Between Anatolia and the Aegean, Leiden, pp.555-557. 39 Martha W. Baldwin Bałowski. Portrait of Apollos, Lato Pros Camara, Crete, in the late 2nd century BC. Hesperia, The Journal of the American School of Classical Studies at Athens, Volume 58, No. 3, The American School of Classical Studies at Athens, 1989, pp. 33147, https://do.org/10.2307/148222. 40 This refers to a double temple to Aphrodite and Ars reported by Pausanias. Its cult practices are unknown. C. Fusco, U. 2017. The Sanctuary of Aphrodite and Ars, PAUS 2.25.1, in the Perioban area of Argos and temples with a double cella in Greece. Tech Maria, 13, 97-124. Do. https://do.org/102681/techmaria.1073. 41 A. B. Millington, Alexander T., Erie at the Interface, The Origins of Ars in a Mutan, I. Rutherford, and I. Yakubovic. eds. Lewin Identities, Culture, Language and Religion Between Anatolia and the Aegean, Leiden, 2013, pp.555-557. 42 A. B. Millington, Alexander T., War and the Warrior, Functions of Ars in Literature and Cult, University College, London. 2013, pp. 101-105, 3. 43 Glenn Bowersock, The Throne of Adulis, Red Sea Wars on the Eve of Islam, Oxford University Press, 2013, pp. 45. 47-48. 44 Bowersock, Throne of Adulis, p. 69. 45 Walter Burkert, Greek Religion, Blackwell, 1985, 2004 reprint, originally published 1977 in German, pp. 141, William Hansen, Classical Mythology, A Guide to the Mythical World of the Greeks and Romans, Oxford University Press. 2005, p. 113. 46 Hansen, Classical Mythology, pp. 114115. 47 A. B. Hansen, Classical Mythology, pp. 113114. 48 Iliad, Book 5, lines 798891, 895898 in the translation of Richmond Lattimore. 49 Iliad 13.301, Ovid, Ars Amatoria, 2.10. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. 50 Athens, NM 3851 quoted in Andrew Stewart, 100 Greek sculptors, their careers and extant works. Introduction, I. The sources. 51 Hesiod, Theogony 921, Loeb Classical Library Numbering, Iliad, 5.89896. By contrast, Ars is Roman. Counterpart Mars was born from Juno alone, according to Ovid, Fasti 5.229260. 52 Argonautica, 2.382 ff and 1031 ff, Hyginus, Fabulae 30. 53 Marchand, Fabienne, and Beck, Hans, The Dancing Floor of Ars, Local Conflict and Regional Violence in Central Greece, Ancient History Bulletin, Supplemental Volume 1, 2020, ISSN 0835-3638. 54 Plutarch, Marcellus, 21.2. 55 Odyssey 8.300. 56 In the Iliad, the wife of Hephaestus is Charis, Grace as noted by Burkert, p. 168. 57 Gallagher, David, the 1st of January 2009. Avian and Serpentine. Brill Rodopi. ISBN 978-90-420-2709-1. 58 Lucian, Gallus 3, see also Scholiast on Aristophanes, Birds 835, Eustathius, Ad Odyssem 1.300, Orsinius. The 26th of February 1927, Libanius, Progymnasmata 2.26. 59 Iliad 5.385391. 60 Burkert, p. 169. 61 Pharaon, Binding and Burying, 1991, pp. 166220. 62 Nonnus, Dionysiaca 18.274288, 2 pp 82, 83. 63 Myers, Sarah, University of Michigan, reviewing Siluria's translation in Bryn Mawr Classical Review, 1994, online. Text. 64 Francis Siluria points out that in Ovid's Metamorphoses, Venus, Aphrodite's Roman equivalent, hides herself as a fish. See Siluria, Francis, Antoninus Liberalis, The Metamorphoses of Antoninus Liberalis, a translation with a commentary, 1992, pp. 87, 186, ebook published 24 October, 2018, London, Routledge, 4, DOI https://do.org/10.43 24/9781315812755 65 Iliad 5.83834, 5.59605, 21.410414. 66 Iliad 5.7117669, 5.78834, 5.855864. 67 Iliad 15.110128, 20.2029, 21.391408. 68 Iliad 4.436f, and 13.299f Hesiod's Shield of Heracles 191, 460, Quintus Smyrnaeus, 10.51, etc. 69 Hesiod, Theogony 934f. 70 Wolf, Jessica, 2005. Spencer, Homer, and the Mythography of Strife. Renaissance Quarterly. 58, for 1220. 1288 do, 10.1353/ren.2008.0987. ISSN 0034-4338. S2 SID 1616555379 via Gale General Reference Center. 71 Eustathius on Homer, 944. 72 Pausanias, 3.19.78. 73 Hansen, Classical Mythology, pp. 113114, Burkert, p. 169. 74 Apollodorus, 2 May, 2011, 2.7.7. 75 Pseudo-Apollodorus, Bibliotheca 1.4.4. 76 AB Antoninus Liberalis, 21. 77 Liberalis credits the Greek writer Boios Ornithogenia, now lost, as his source, Oliphant, Samuel Grant, 1913. The Story of the Strix, Ancient Transactions and Proceedings of the American Philological Association. 44. The Johns Hopkins University Press, 133149. Do. 10.2307/282549. JSTOR 28254. 78 Bremer, Jan N. 1996. Mythology. In Hornblower and Sporforth, ed. The Oxford Classical Dictionary, 3rd ed. Oxford, Oxford University Press. pp. 1018-1020. ISBN 01986617-2x. 79 Reeve, Michael D. 1996. Scholia. In Hornblower and Sporforth, ed. The Oxford Classical Dictionary, 3rd ed. Oxford, Oxford University Press. p. 1368. ISBN 01986617-2x. 80 AB Hesiod, Theogony 934, Hard, p. 169. 81 Hesiod, Theogony 9347, Hard, p. 169, Grimmel, S.V. Ars, pp. 52-53, Scholia on Homer, Iliad 2.494, equals Hellanicus. Fr 51 A Fowler, pp. 179181, Gantz, p. 468. 82 Simonides, Fr 24 Dials, equals Fr. PMG 575, Gantz, p. 3, Hard, p. 196, Brill's New Pauli, S.V. Eros, Oxford Classical Dictionary, S.V. Ars, pp. 103104. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. 83 Cicero, De Natura Deorum 3.59, Brill's New Pauli, S.V. Anteros. 84 AB Etymologicum Magnum, 179.59, p. 179. 85 ABC Stephanus of Byzantium, S.V. Bistonia, pp. 352, 353. 86 Brill's New Pauli, S.V. Enyalius. 87 Homeric Hymn to Us, 8, 4. 88 Scholia on Apollonius Rhodius, Argonautica 2.946. 89 AB Murray, John, 1833. a classical manual, being a mythological, historical and geographical commentary on Pope's Homer, and Dryden's Aeneid of Virgil with a copious index. Albemarle Street, London. pp. 70. 90 Apollodorus, 2.7.7. 91 Apollodorus, 2nd of May 2011. 92 Apollodorus, 2.5.8. 93 Cices on Lycophron, Alexandra 499, Thrace was said to have been called Crestone after her. 94 Hyginus, Fabulae 84, Hyginus, De Astronomica, 2.21.5, Brill's New Pauli, SV. E. No Mores. 95 Pausanias, 5.22.6, Diodorus Siculus, 4.73.1, Gantz, p. 232. 96 Cices on Lycophron, Alexandra 157. 97 Pseudo-Plutarch, Paralela Minora 40. 98 Apollodorus, 1.7.7. 99 Pausanias, 7.22.8, Smith, S.V. Melanippus, 4. 100 Pausanias, 8.44.8, Tripp, S.V. Ars, Smith, S.V. Aphnius. 101 Apollodorus, 3.14.2, Peck, S.V. Ars. 102 Gantz, p. 328, Apollodorus, 1.8.2, Hyginus, Fabulae 14.3. 103 Brill's New Pauli, S.V. Caledon, 2. 104 Brill's New Pauli, S.V.V. Ascalaphus, 2, Pausanias, 9.37.7. 105 Brill's New Pauli, Eolmenus, Grimmel, S.V. Eolmenus, p. 224, Pausanias, 9.37.7. 106 Gantz, p. 336, Apollodorus, 3.9.2. 107 Etymologicum Magnum, 721.4344, p. 654, Grimmel, S.V. Solemus, p. 424. 108 Pausanias, 9.36.1, Hard, p. 560, Grimmel, S.V. Phlegias, pp. 367-368. 109 Apollodorus, 3.5.5, Hard, p. 560, Grimmel, S.V. Phlegias, pp. 367-368. 110 Pseudo-Plutarch, on Rivers, 3.2. 111 Apollodorus, 1.7.7, Brill's New Pauli, S.V. Thestius. 112 Pseudo-Plutarch, on Rivers, 22.1. 113 Apollodorus, 1.7.7, Hard, p. 413, Grimmel, S.V. Thestius, p. 452, Brill's New Pauli, S.V. Thestius. 114 Pseudo-Plutarch, on Rivers 19.1. 115 Brill's New Pauli, S.V. Antiope, 2, Hyginus, Fabulae 30. 116 Hyginus, Fabulae 30. 117 Apollodorus, E.5.1, Hyginus, Fabulae 112. 118 Scholia on Apollonius of Rhodes, 2.94654c, equals Umlus, fr 29 West, pp 246, 247. 119 Grimmel, SV. Licon, 3, p. 263. 120 AB Pseudo-Plutarch, Parallela Minora 36, Grimmel, s.vv. Lycastus, 2, Parhasius. 121 Apollodorus, 1.7.7, Grimmel, SV. Oxalis, 1, Brill's New Pauli, SV. Oxalis, 1. 122 Eponym of the Thracian tribe of Bithyio in Stephanus of Byzantium, Ethnica SV. Bithyii. 123 Pseudo-Plutarch, on Rivers, 7.5. 124 Hyginus, Fabulae 173. 125 Eponym of the Chalybes in Scholia on Apollonius Rhodius, Argonautica, 2. 373. 126 Scholia on Hesiod, Works and Days 1, p. 28. 127 Apollodorus, 1.8.2, Grimmel, SV. Dryas, p. 142. 128 Pliny the Elder, Naturalis Historia 7.57. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. 129 Pseudo-Plutarch, Greek and Roman Parallel Stories, 23. 130 Hyginus, Fabulae 198, 242, Trip, SV. Nisus. 131 Nonnus, Dionysiaca 13.428. 132 Antoninus Liberalis, 2. 133 Apollodorus, 3.14.8, Hard, p. 169. 134 Beard, Mary, North, John O. Price, Simon R. F., Religions of Rome, A History, Cambridge University Press, 1998. pp. 47-48. 135 Le Rouse Desk Reference Encyclopedia, The Book People, Haydock, 1995, p. 215. 136 Kurt Rayflaub, War and Peace in the Ancient World, Blackwell, 2007, p. 15. 137 Paul Rehack and John G. Younger, Imperium and Cosmos, Augustus and the Northern Campus Martius, University of Wisconsin Press, 2006, pp. 11-12. 138 Isidore of Seville calls Mars Romani Gentis Auctorem, the originator or founder of the Roman people as a gens. Etymology 5.33.5. 139 The scene in which Ars and Aphrodite are entrapped by Hephaestus' net, Homer, Odyssey 8, 166-365 is also in Ovid's Latin language Metamorphoses 4, 171-189, 5. 140 This chart is based upon Hesiod's Theogony, unless otherwise noted. 141 According to Homer, Iliad 1.57579, 14.338, Odyssey 8.312, Hephaestus was apparently the son of Hera and Zeus, see Gantz, p. 74. 142 According to Hesiod, Theogony 927929, Hephaestus was produced by Hera alone, with no father, see Gantz, p. 74. 143 According to Hesiod, Theogony 886890, of Zeus' children by his 7 wives, Athena was the first to be conceived, but the last to be born, Zeus impregnated Metis, then swallowed her. Later Zeus himself gave birth to Athena. From his head, see Gantz, pp. 51-52, 83-84. 144 according to Hesiod, Theogony 183-200, Aphrodite was born from Uranus' severed genitals, see Gantz, pp. 99. 100. 145 according to Homer, Aphrodite was the daughter of Zeus, Iliad 3.374, 20.105, Odyssey 8.308, 320, and Dion, Iliad 5.370-71, see Gantz, pp. 99-100. References: Antoninus Liberalis, The Metamorphoses of Antoninus Liberalis, a translation with a commentary, edited and translated by Francis Soloria, Routledge, 1992. ISBN 978-0-415-06896-3. Online version at Topos Text. Apollodorus, The Library, with an English translation by Sir James George Fraser, FBA, FRS in 2 volumes. Cambridge, Massachusetts, Harvard University Press, London, William Heinemann Limited, 1921. ISBN 0-674 99135-4. Online version at the Perseus Digital Library. Burkert, Walter, Greek Religion, Harvard University Press, 1985. ISBN 0-674-36281-0. Internet Archive. Etymologicum Magnum, Friederich I. Silberg ed., Leipzig, JAG. Weigel, 1816. Internet Archive. Gantz, Timothy, Early Greek Myth, A Guide to Literary and Artistic Sources, Johns Hopkins University Press, 1996, 2 volumes. ISBN 978-0-8018-5360-9, Volume 1, ISBN 978-0-8018-5362-3, Volume 2. Grimmel, Pierre, The Dictionary of Classical Mythology, Huyler Blackwell, 1996. ISBN 978-0-631-20102-1. Internet Archive. Hansen, William, Handbook of Classical Mythology, ABCCLIO, 2004. ISBN 978-1-57607-226-4. Internet Archive. Hart, Robin, The Routledge Handbook of Greek Mythology, based on H.J. Rose's Handbook of Greek Mythology. Psychology Press, 2004. ISBN 978-0415186360. Google Books. Hesiod, Theogony, in the Homeric Hymns and Homerica with an English translation by Hugh G. Evelyn White. Cambridge, Massachusetts, Harvard University Press, London, William Heinemann Limited, 1914. Online version at the Perseus Digital Library. Internet Archive. Homer, The Iliad with an English translation by A.T. Murray, Ph.D. in 2 volumes. Cambridge, Massachusetts, Harvard University Press, London, William Heinemann, Limited, 1924. Online version at the Perseus Digital Library. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. Homer, The Odyssey with an English translation by A.T. Murray, Ph.D. in 2 volumes. Cambridge, Massachusetts. Harvard University Press, London, William Heinemann, Limited 1919. Online version at the Perseus Digital Library. Homeric Hymn 8 to Us, in the Homeric Hymns and Homerica with an English translation by Hugh G. Evelyn White. Cambridge, Massachusetts, Harvard University Press, London, William Heinemann Limited 1914. Online version at the Perseus Digital Library. Hyginus, Gaius Julius, De Astronomica, in the Myths of Hyginus, edited and translated by Maria Grant, Lawrence. University of Kansas Press, 1960. Online version at Topos Text. Hyginus, Gaius Julius, Fabulae, in the Myths of Hyginus, edited and translated by Maria Grant, Lawrence, University of Kansas Press, 1960. Online version at Topos Text. Libanius, 2008. Libanius's Progymnasmata, Model Exercises in Greek Prose Composition and Rhetoric. Translated by Craig Gibson. Atlanta, Society of Biblical Literature. ISBN 978-1-58983-360-9. Nonus, Dionysiaca, Volume 2, Book 1635, translated by W. H. D. Rouse, Loeb Classical Library No. 345, Cambridge, Massachusetts, Harvard University Press, 1940. Online version at Harvard University Press. ISBN 978-0-674-99391-4. Internet Archive, 1940. Oxford Classical Dictionary, Revised 3rd edition, Simon Hornblower and Anthony Sporforth, editors, Oxford University Press, 2003. ISBN 0-19-860641-9. Internet Archive. Pausanias Description of Greece with an English translation by W.H.S. Jones, Lit.D, and H.A. Ormerod, M.A. In 4 volumes. Cambridge, Massachusetts, Harvard University Press, London, William Heinemann Limited 1918. Online version at the Perseus Digital Library. Peck, Harry Thurston, Harper's Dictionary of Classical Antiquities, New York, Harper and Brothers, 1898. Online version at the Perseus Digital Library. Pseudo-Plutarch, De Fluviis, in Plutarch's Morals, Volume V, edited and translated by William Watson Goodwin, Boston. Little, Brown and Company, 1874. Online version at the Perseus Digital Library. Smith, William, Dictionary of Greek and Roman Biography and Mythology, London, 1873. Online version at the Perseus Digital Library. Stephanus of Byzantium, Stephanie Byzantii Ethnica, Volume I Alpha, Gamma, edited by Marguerite Billebec, in collaboration with Jan Felix Gaona, Beatrice Wyss and Christian Zubeler, de Gruyter, 2006. ISBN 978-3-110-17449-6. Online version at de Gruyter. Google Books. Tripp, Edward, Crowell's Handbook of Classical Mythology, Thomas Y. Crowell Co., 1st edition, June, 1970. ISBN 0-690. 22608-X. Internet Archive. Categories: As characters in the Odyssey, children of Hera, children of Zeus, consorts of Aphrodite, consorts of Eos, deeds of Poseidon, deities in the Iliad, dog gods, Greek mythology of Thrace, Greek war deities, Martian deities, planetary gods, metamorphoses, characters, 12 Olympians. War gods. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF.